Hey everybody, it's Steve, and I'm back today to share a great crypto project with you. This one might not be for all of you because Celsius Network is an amazing project, but it does require you to do KYC and ALM sign up. So you're going to have to give them your passport, you're going to have to give them their ID, and this is not one of those platforms that is completely decentralized, because the way they make their money to pay you the high interest rates that I'm going to show you is by lending out your crypto. So a quick breakdown of what Celsius Network is. It is a company that works the way that banks and other financial institutions traditionally used to work in the past, where they take the depositors' coins, they lend them out to people, and then they take 80% of that profit at minimum and pay it back to us in the form of interest. Now, Celsius is a profitable company with this model, but there is some inherent risk within the platform because they are lending out the coins. If somebody were to default on a loan, then they would lose those assets, or at least to some amount, because they do collateralized loans. So they would never lose everything, because you have to provide them some collateral. But in a very, very extreme case, if that collateral went down in value a whole bunch and the person didn't pay them back while they worked out that legal fight with that person, because this is a legal company registered in the United States, and they would have some course to try to go after those people to get their money back, those assets could disappear. Now, because they're such a big company with over $1.5 billion in assets, and that's pretty big in the crypto world, it's kind of small in the financial world, which is why this is still an exciting project, because if they become a major player in the financial field, they're going to grow. But they have so much money that if they took a hit like that, it would probably just lower their rates for a small amount of time, because their rates do go up and down based on the amount of money that they're making. And that's why currently in this kind of beginning of a bull market, Celsius rates are extremely high. And if you see an asset get hot, that asset goes up. So their Ethereum rate is as high as it's ever been. Their stablecoin rates are over 11% right now. And it's just a really fun project. So they recently redesigned their website. I'll put a link to this if you want to come and you really want to dig into this. I'm not going to go into every single thing, but I've warned you to sign up for this. You do have to, you have to tell them who you are. You have to be legal. They're going to be paying you interest, possibly if you have a big portfolio, lots of interest, and there's no reason for them to take on any kind of risk, because they're trying to be a regulated player. They're registered with the SEC. They follow all the rules that you can imagine they need to follow to be a bank for crypto. They don't really call themselves that, but it's the easiest way for me to relate it to what you do. They take deposits, they loan the deposits out, and they offer loans to their users at really incredible rates. So let's go ahead and we're going to get into, I'm going to show you a little bit of the website just so you can see. So you earn rewards on all the coins. That's the interest they pay you out. You can borrow currently only cash, so you can't borrow Bitcoin from them. You can borrow any stable coin that they offer, and they offer a whole bunch of them. And they do offer the ability to pay and transfer money to other people using the app. And that's kind of cool for a way to move crypto around, because one of the other things Celsius does is no fees whatsoever, which is absolutely amazing. Even if you have Ether on here and you decide to send some Ether to a friend, that transaction will be free. They will cover the gas for you. I don't know if that'll be forever, but right now they're still doing that, even with the fees being pretty high at current times. Here's some of the crazy rates that they've had. They're showing you these ones. Some of these are on if you earn in their Cell token, and we're going to go over that token soon. This is a no minimum balance site, so you can sign up for them. They currently have a promo code, which I'll put in there, for a new user to just deposit $10 and get $10. And that's pretty cool. And it's just because they're trying to get people to try them out, because they understand that giving your money to somebody takes a lot of trust. And it's the hardest thing for them to do after they get somebody to sign up, is to make that first deposit, start using the platform, and see how it works. So the site it's pretty good. It's pretty simple. They redid it. They talk about how many accounts they have. They actually just passed 200,000 wallets. They've done over $8 billion in loans. They have 1.5 billion in assets on the site. The reason they do over 8 billion in loans compared to their 1.5 million as assets is a lot of their loans might be short term. They lend out to a lot of crypto institutions. They lend out to a lot of hedge funds. These are the kind of people that they're lending money to. They also lend money to us, but they're more micro loans with very, very good competitive rates. So that's one of the exciting things for us. I'm going to go ahead and show you another site here. This is called the Celsians, and I'll have a link to this as well. This is a community-run site for people who are auditing the Celsius project to make sure everything is good. So they explain why they do it. They run a Celsius information charts, which shows the historical rates of how much they pay for different cryptos. So you can go on here and see over time what rates have gone up, what rates have gone down, and it really coincides kind of with how those projects have done and how they've been able to use them. When yield farming came out, rates went up a lot because they could yield farm with their tokens, right? At least at the places that were good. It also here, this tracks the community growth. Goes all the way back, and you can see how it's going up. The cell token, I'll break down a little bit how the cell token is used. Cell token is easiest to get on Uniswap. It's also on the Liquid exchange if you have access to that. They refuse to pay to put the coin onto exchanges. He's of the mindset like he's from traditional financial worlds, Alex, and he's like, hey, look, when I go list my token on the exchange, the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ, I don't pay them. If my company is good enough and they're going to start selling my token and they're going to make money from all the sales of my token, I don't pay them to do that. They compete for me to list on their exchange instead of the other one once my company's big enough. That hasn't worked out that well in crypto yet for most people. It's an interesting way, but as an ERC20 token, it is completely tradable on any one of the Uniswap dexes, the 1inch, any of those platforms. So that's a good way you can go get the token. They track the market depth of it. So as you can see, there's a whole lot of buyers and only a bit of sellers, but there are some sellers right here. They do the coin audits. This is to ensure that you can come in here and you can look basically that they have this much token and that how much is being taken out and how much is being put in weekly. So this is all audited here. And I really like this site because it also has the historical, current and historical rates. So these are the rates for the different tokens that they sell, that they let you hold on the platform. So Matic and Synthetic and like these ones are so high because these are staking tokens with extremely high rates. Cell token, they pay out at 5%. I've been staking that for quite a while and it's been pretty good. You've got, so if you earn in Cell, this is if you get your money paid in Cell token, they give you an increased amount. If you earn it in kind, so if you get BAT for BAT, then you earn this one. So as you'll see, you can get Bitcoin at 4%. You can actually get this Bitcoin on Bitcoin at 6% if you're in the United States, just as a quick little add-on here. They currently are paying in kind on stablecoins 11.55%, and then if you earn in Cell, you get that 15.89%. And I'm going to show you in a second why maybe you might want to earn and sell, but I'll go ahead and just go a little bit slower here so you can get a look at the cryptos that are on here. There's EOS XRP, Link, there's the 0x token, the Mana was just added, OMG, Uniswap just hit here and it's at 10%. So if you're still holding some of that free Uni you could throw it in here while you wait to see if it's going to be going up and down. Once it's in here, you can take it out of here with no fees, so you only have to pay the fee when you move it in the first time. And you'll earn 10%, and they pay weekly, so you'll get that fee money back pretty quickly. Like I said, Ethereum, they're up to 7%. I don't think anybody's paying 7% on Ethereum right now. They also offer Ethereum Classic. So here, just one more time. I'll go through these. You can always pause it. And let's talk about why you might want to earn and sell. Here is the Cell token chart over the last 90 days. And if you want to look at something even more impressive, look at it over the last year. So this project has been on fire. People are figuring out that Celsius is amazing. I only wish I would have bought more here. It's still one of my best assets without a doubt. I bought some at 50 cents right here. I bought a couple $100 worth, and instantly it went up and doubled. So that was pretty cool. One of my better crypto buys. So this project, I feel like they're just going to keep on going. They're going to keep on turning. They're going to keep on getting people to give them their assets. They're going to just drive. One thing to warn you about, if you've made it this far into the video, Celsius Network does have a lot of the tokens. They're using these tokens to, when you get hired at Celsius, they will offer you a cut of Cell token once Cell equals a certain price as an incentive to get their workers to work very hard and be very passionate. And that's one of the reasons why they're such a great company and the people work so hard, is they're trying to get the tokens. Now the tokens are going to unlock at $1.50, at $3.50, at $5, and at $10 to all the senior team members. Now, they're getting their employees to sign on to letters that say that they will vest the tokens in Celsius, where they'll be earning the 5% interest for either 1 year, 3 years, or 5 years. The major holders, including Alex and Duke and all the guys that ran and created the company, they're going to vest theirs for at least 5 in the last AMA, they said. So they're trying to make sure, because there has been a bit of a wall at $1.50 right now where people don't want to let it get there because they think the team is going to get a lot of tokens and just dump them on our face. And I understand why people think that in crypto. That's happened before. It's just one of those things that people are afraid of, and it makes sense to me to be afraid of that, because nobody wants to buy a token at $1.30 and then it gets to $1.50 and the token flies down to like $1 because the team just starts getting rid of it. But I'm comfortable using the app. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up here really quick to show you. And we're going to pause right here. All right, guys, I'm back here. I've got my wallet up. You can look at my account. My balance is, to some of you, big, to some of you, small. It's only really got this big because of the recent run in the Cell token. I've been collecting these since the beginning, and honestly, I should have more. But with the recent jump from literally like 25 cents all the way up to $1.34, turned this from only like you could see, that increased my portfolio quite a bit. I also feel comfortable holding a decent amount of USDC coin on here. This is actually, I don't consider this a crypto thing. I'm just earning the 11% interest on this because no bank can touch that. And they offer many different stable coins. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring up the menu here. So you can look at your wallet. You can hit transfer. Transfer is how you deposit coins. So we kind of went over all of them before, all the different coins. But one of the things they might not have showed you is all of the different stable coins they have. So see, they have True USD. They have Gemini dollars. They have the Paxos dollars. They have DAI in here. They have multi-collateral DAI. They have Binance USD. They also have recently added some of the, they have the Great British Pound and Australian dollars and Hong Kong dollars. And I forget what TCAD is, TrueCAD. Canadian dollars. So they are branching out to become a more international company, where if you believe in your currency in your country, you can go ahead and use that one. And then if you believe in any of these projects, then you can use in that one. I'll also show you quickly one of the things here. So these are all the currently live assets. Let me go ahead and go back to my wallet. This is everything I'm holding. I only have a little bit of Ethereum because I'm using some of it in somewhere else right now. I'm staking on Uniswap in a pool. But once that pool reaches I wanted to show you, they're coming soon. So these are what are coming soon. We're going to be having Tron, Algro, Band, Zen, Kava, and BNB added to this platform as well. So if you're a fan of any of those, it's also not a bad idea to look into this project. They also have, let's talk about the Cell token. So the Cell token, when you hold it in the app, the goal is to get your Cell ratio to at least a certain percentage to be a platinum level. I think to be platinum, you only have to be 25. Cell has gone up so much in value compared to my other coins that it's at 60%. So what this allows you to do is you earn more. Now, as you see, unfortunately, Americans cannot earn in Cell. But at platinum level, I would be earning the most. And when I do my loans, because of my liquidity level, I would get 30% less. Unfortunately, in California, I'm not allowed to borrow. So I'm hoping that they correct that soon. I don't know if they will anytime soon. They tell us that they're working on it, but like I said, they're trying to be legal in every area. So they're going to be trying to set this up. So I can't show you the loans, but I will explain what they do on the loans. I'm going to go ahead and just go back here while I talk about that. So Celsius, for their customers, offers 1% loans if you do a collateralized loan at 4 to 1. So if you want to borrow $1,000, you need to deposit $4,000 in an asset. Eventually, they'll allow you to do a bucket of assets, but right now in one asset. So the easiest thing to do would be to deposit 4,000 USDC. Then you could borrow 1,000 USDC at 1%. Now, you can do whatever you want with that 1,000 USDC that you borrowed. And that would include leave it in the app to earn interest and just pay it back slowly and end up profitable at the time that you're done paying back the loan of either a few dollars to a lot of dollars, depending on how long you keep the loan. You can also use your crypto. Like, this is the classic thing, right? You got 2 or 3 Bitcoins. You don't want to sell them, but you want that new car. Well, you could borrow $10,000 off of 2 Bitcoins right now. And the percentage wouldn't be 1% there because you'd be doing a 50% collateralized instead of a 3, but it might be like a 3% or so. And then your Bitcoin would sit here earning interest, and you'd have that car paid off, and then you could slowly pay back the loan with USDC. Or you could pay it back with Cell, and then you'd pay even less. That's kind of the idea. It's for anybody who knows, like, man, Bitcoin might be worth 100K, but I've been holding 3 or 4 coins, and I just don't know what to do. So I'm going to end it here. The video's gotten kind of long. If you hung out to the end, thank you very much. I'm going to have a couple links and promo codes if you decide to sign up. The link, if you deposit $200 and hold $200, I get $20 and you get $20 in Bitcoin. The $200 you could deposit could be in anything. So you could open an account, deposit $200 in stable coins, hold them for 30 days and get $20 in Bitcoin. And I get $20 in Bitcoin. Then you can withdraw that all with no fees, and then you just got a free $220 right there, plus the 200 USDC earned 11% interest for 1 month. So it's really going to be like $210. No, not quite 210, like 286 or something like that. I forget what 11% on 200 would be 22, but you only get 1/12 of that. So I don't know. It'd only be like $203. The reason why their promo code to get some free money requires you to hold it in the app is they're hoping that you're going to see that $200 growing and growing and growing and growing, and then get $20 of Bitcoin, and then you'll see that on the app, and you'll see both of them just grow and grow and grow, and you go, wow, this is no work and a good return. There's not a lot of places you can get 11% return with no work for yourself and just a little bit of risk in the fact that if Celsius Network isn't a great, the only thing I could say that could really hurt them is if Celsius Network, I'm not logged into my CoinGecko, sorry about that, turns out to be some kind of scam, The Bernie, is Alex Mashinsky the next Bernie Madoff? Probably not. If you look into the guy, he's launched a lot of companies. He's one of the co-inventors of VoIP. He is a very smart person, very open and out there. He's not hiding. He's doing AMAs every week, and he explains it. If you're wondering how do they make enough money to offer us 1% loans on a 4x collateralized loan, it's because it's a 4x collateralized loan. So if I give them $4,000 to borrow $1,000, I'm locking up that $4,000, agreeing not to take it out of the app until I pay back the $1,000, and I'm going to pay them back 1% in interest. So when they lend out my $4,000 to an institution, and since those are extremely short-time loans and very big amounts of money, they're typically bringing in 12, 13, 14, 15% from those institutions on that cash loan to the hedge fund groups or to somebody else. Well, maybe not that high. If they're paying out 11, they're loaning out at like 12, 13, 14 to the other people. And so that's how they're able to make that money, because if you look at that, even though they let me borrow it at that, they're making a huge amount of interest and profit for the overall company with my $4,000 that is sitting there. And if I'm somebody who borrows it and just lets it sit there, then they're earning money off of that as well, because they do get 20%, right? They give us 80%, they keep 20%. So this is not a new idea for anybody that's like, how could Celsius do this? How could they be making money doing this? Banks used to do this. Talk to your grandparents if they're still alive. Talk to your older aunts and uncles. And if you're in America, ask them what kind of interest they got on their savings account when they were younger, or their parents got on theirs. It was 7, 8, 9% interest on their cash savings, because the banks have always been able to lend out the money in certain situations at 10, 15, 20, 30%. With the credit cards, they make that interest, and they could be paying their depositors more. JP Morgan and all those big companies make billions of dollars in profit for their shareholders. They could be giving that money to their depositors, but their depositors are letting them hold their money for, what does your bank pay you? 0.1%? 0.125%? What does a CD pay you? 0.2, 0.4 at a bank? If you have the best bank accounts in America, where the money is the hardest to access and the hardest to use and has the slowest speed to get in and out of there, where you got to like a Discover or Ally savings account where you have to transfer that money into a regular bank account, which takes a few days, and all of that, you might be able to get 3, 4, or even 5% interest. I have money sitting at Celsius earning 11% interest. And I'm going to be having more, because I'm just going to grow this. Celsius for me is a retirement plan. It is not get rich quick scheme. This isn't going to double or triple my money. It's going to grow my money, compounding interest at 11% over the next 10 to 20 years. And as long as I keep putting more and more money into here, I hopefully will be completely shocked at how much money is in here in a couple years. The video is a little bit longer than I meant. If you hung out till the end, let me know. Goodbye.